Yo! We are back with another unboxing video, and this time I'm going to be unboxing another manga paper. The paper that I'll be unboxing this time is the actual paper that professional manga artists use over in Japan. And I want to test them out between the deleter type manga paper versus this one. And no, this time I'm not going to be opening this with my manly hands. I got some scissors. So let's go ahead and get this open and check this paper out. And here is the manga paper. As you can see, it is a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. So this is very small. Actually, it's actually very small. This is the B5 paper, and you can see it's in full Japanese because I ordered this from Japan and it came pretty fast, honestly. As you guys know, for me, this paper is way too small for a person who likes to detail his comics like me. So I may need a bigger paper than this, but for the sake of y'all, I did buy it so I can go ahead and review it so you can make sure you're buying the right size for your manga paper. As you can see, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. This one right here is the one I made in my last review. This is a bigger version. I forgot the type it was, but it's the leader comic paper, and you can see it's a huge big difference between it. You can tell that this one, the Japanese one that they use, is very small. Honestly, the paper is a little thicker than the deleter type. Of course, they both still make that noise when you flip it, but I feel like this is thicker. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to test it out. If you guys can see this, I don't know if you can, but the border lines, the bleed, and the trim lines, they're all the same as the leader on manga paper. So honestly, it really don't matter. As long as if it's the type of manga paper from Japan, then they're the exact same. So you can see that they still got the safe zone, trim zone, and the bleed, all that measured. They got the ruler on the side, same thing as the leader manga paper. They're the exact same. Only difference is, let me see, only difference I noticed in them is these numbers right here. They have arrows pointing downwards on them. I do not know what they mean yet. I'll probably figure it out sooner or later, but you can tell that they're a lot different. I'm going to use a dippy pen and start inking on this manga paper to see, does the ink work well on this paper? Just did a few cross hatches to see, does this ink not bleed and freaking smudge on this paper? Because on the deleter comic paper, the ink creates little smudge marks, and I want to see does this paper do it. As you guys can see, I hope it focuses. You can see the paper is perfectly fine. You can look on the back, not bleeding through. The ink looks perfect on there, crisp. I see the crisp lines. It's not messing up like on the deleter paper how it would be when the ink does not look this crisp when I use deleter manga paper. To truly test out this ink, I'm going to make a little mini comic, and I hope you guys enjoy how the comic looks, because I'm just going to make this really fast and quick just to test out this. To test out this paper, I want to start with Micron Pigma pens. I did not want to use my nib pen because I got some new ink I'm going to test out for another video. So we'll see that next video, but for now I'm just going to stick to microns for this little mini comic. I wanted this little mini comic to be very quick, so I started doing some quick storyboards of just 3 pages. I would usually use references to make my poses, but for this specific mini comic I would not use any references. Yes, the only thing I do not like about this paper is that it's very small. I should have got the bigger version and I should have known better. Should have read into it. This is what I get. The only benefit of this paper to me is that the paper is thicker than the one I use now, because the one I use now is super thin and I do not like drawing on thin paper. But this paper will be very good if you're a beginner. You're trying to do some comics yourself. You want to start off. You don't know which paper to start off with. You ain't that good with details and you don't care about details. Then I recommend getting this paper. I absolutely see no difference between the two, between the deleter version versus this is IC. This one's called IC. IC manga paper. The only difference I've seen is the thickness between the two. That's really the only big difference. I do not need to go into depth of explaining the bleed and trim zones because I had that in my last video when I unboxed type B or type A, whatever, manga paper. And to finish up this mini comic, I'm going to show you guys the results. These are how the mini comics turned out. They all turned out very good in my own opinion. I did pretty good without using any references. I could do better on the poses on these drawings, but it really doesn't matter. This was just for the sake of the video and to test out this manga paper. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. This was just a little quick video to show you guys the difference between the deleter paper and IC manga paper, because IC manga paper is the actual manga paper that Japanese artists use in Japan. So in my own opinion, I'm going to tell you that it really doesn't matter. Deleter, IC manga paper, they both work pretty fine. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Next video we'll be unboxing some Pilot ink. Some ink that I never used before, never even heard of. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Peace.